Coach Joe Drake with the Axiom Fitness Academy, and I'm back with my friend and my much taller, better dancer, Louise, to demo for you guys SAQ, speed, agility, quickness. One of those pretty easy to get, the other two a little bit confusing. And as we go through this video, we're going to demo a little bit of what you guys need to know, not only for your NASM exam, but just some general knowledge you need to keep in mind as you are training clients in the gym. If you're anything like myself, you know, once upon a time I worked with athletes, now I just work with people who think that they're athletes, right? My normal individuals, which is great though. This is a fun style of training, right? I enjoy training this way. I have plenty of clients who do as well. Maybe it's more fun than cardiovascular, but there are some things we need to keep in mind. So if this is an area that you love, just know this is entry level, right? You're gonna know enough to be dangerous or hopefully not dangerous. And someone's back here messing with me, but you're gonna have to dive into deeper education. Go get some mentorship, right? If you wanna train athletes, you need to be working with athletes in your area, and just know there's a lot more to be learned than we're gonna cover here in this video with my crazy friend here. So, first piece of this, understanding, disclaimer, warning. First off, you wanna be safe, right? There's inherently a little bit more risk when we are leaving the ground, when we're jumping around. So no, we want to make sure that it's appropriate for our clients. They have adequate balance. We've covered a lot of these other concepts in other videos. We want to make sure they have that solid base and foundation to get the most out of this stuff safely. The other piece is, let's check. Let's see what's going on here with the footwear, all right? So honestly, I've got like some minimalist shoes on right now. Probably not the best for speed, agility, quickness for a lot of people, maybe for right people, right? We got Louise has got some more supported cushion trainers. Now, you got to remember, the human body was meant to jump, it was meant to run and hop and frolic and play and all these things that we do and she likes to do, but it was not built to do all these things on concrete. Even here, we're on the turf right now, it's got a little bit of softness. Right underneath of it though, concrete. That's very hard on the body. So make sure you guys are using supportive footwear. Very popular these days to see people doing SAQ drills barefoot. For the right person, can be great, but for the general population, probably not your safest. So make sure you guys are taking care of people. So the first of the three we're going to cover is speed. This is a little bit easier. Obviously you can see my athlete friend here, Louise. She looks fast, not only because of the pants, she looks like an athlete. She's built for speed. A to B. Speed is how quickly can we get from one space to the next. So if we were to sprint one direction, so it's not about change of direction. Speed is about unilateral, how quickly can we get there. And again, this could be a very deep conversation about mechanics and stride length and all the things that go into running and sprinting. But one thing I want you guys to take away is what NASM talks about as front side and backside mechanics. So we're going to have Louise assume what's going to be kind of like a 45-degree angle sprint position. Right, hands pushed in, boom. All right, so the only thing I'm going to change here, there we go, that's it. You can tell she's a dancer because she's always trying to do the pretty feet. We're like, no, give me some ugly feet. That's what we want here. So pay attention, front side, back side mechanics, just like it sounds. All right, so first off, if we were sprinting, I like this kind of 45-degree angle. That's our acceleration position. And what we'll find on the front side as we are sprinting, we have triple flexion. So we have flexion at the hip, we've got flexion at the knee, and we all know this is dorsiflexion, but you consider this to be flexion at the ankle as well. Backside mechanics being the exact opposite. We've got extension at that back hip, right? Oftentimes it's also called triple extension. We've got extension at the knee, and then we have plantar flexion, or we could also consider to be extension at the ankle. So if you guys come across that, front side mechanics, back side mechanics, one of the foundational principles of understanding speed. So now that we've covered speed, agility and quickness are kind of the two that tend to hang people up, trying to understand the difference between one and the other. Now in both of them, right, you start to think about like cone drills, deceleration, change of direction. Agility and in quickness type drills, you're going to have that. With agility, you're going to see as we demo a couple of examples, agility is going to be more known variables, meaning we're working on our ability to decelerate, change direction, and move in other ways, right? We're not just going front to back like with speed, but we're trying to move and decelerate, change direction. Quickness, though, is going to be a little bit more decision making in the moment. That's the easiest way for you guys to think about it. So first, I want to show you guys an example of just an agility drill, all right? We have our pro football player here training for the combine, and so we're going to do like a little modified pro shuttle. We're right? So as you guys go through some of the examples in your guys' book. So what I'm gonna have Louise do, she's gonna start out down. She's gonna have hand on the cone. She doesn't have to listen to me. She's just gonna go whenever she wants. She can choose whatever direction she wants to start, but she's gonna run. She's gonna touch one cone, she's gonna run all the way down, touch the other, and then she's gonna sprint right back through the middle. If we were doing this, right, I actually did this a few weeks ago with a client, which was a lot of fun, then we would time and work on her time and try to improve that. But all the variables are known. Do you know where you're going?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where you are?
Yeah.
Okay, so she knows where she is, she knows who she is. That's how we know it's gonna be an agility-based drill, right? Not quickness. So, whenever you're ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And boom, there we go. Just like that. So you guys can see that's something we could work on and obviously improve and train her ability to lower down. And obviously, as we could see, there's a lot we could work on with her to improve that as far as change of direction and deceleration. But that would be a great example of more of an agility drill. And now we're going to show you some quickness. When it comes to quickness, like I mentioned before, there's more of a decision-making component, all right? So there's reading the environment around you. If you guys have ever watched sports, call it football or American football, either way, someone's ability, you say a player is quick if they've got the ability to read the others around them. It's not just that they can change direction quickly, but they can make the conscious decisions, and that's another layer of decision making that goes into this. So usually you're going to want to work on building the skills, building the ability inside of agility first, and then start to add layers of decision making, making it more challenging. So I'm going to show you guys our mirror drill. We're going to see who's the champion of our quickness here. And so now as Louise goes through, she's got to pretend that she's looking in a mirror, which I apologize. If you saw this in the mirror, you should be scared. But we're going to have to change direction. So if I go to a certain cone, she's going to mimic and mirror and go to that same cone. Does that make sense? All right, so let's give them a show here. So boom, we'll go slow at first, but if I come and touch that cone, back to the middle. If I come to the back cone, front cone, back cone, boom, you guys get the point. Obviously she's a machine, but the idea is that she's having to respond to my directions, and I'm sure you guys can think of other drills similar to this as well, but there's more of a decision making. It could also be like audio, right? Someone's doing a drill and they're listening for your call. Even if we went back to that pro shuttle drill, and instead of her starting on her own, I started to add in a command, which direction she's going, when to start. All of those things start to fade further into the quickness component rather than just being agility. Hopefully this video helped bring to life some of the SAQ concepts for you guys as you get an opportunity to take this stuff out of the book and put it to life in the gym. We had fun doing it, and that's something valuable to keep in mind. This style of training can be a lot of fun for the right client type. So it gives you an opportunity to, get away from just reps and sets and bicep curls and have some fun building other skills in the gym, because that's really what SAQ is. If you guys haven't gotten your hands on our study guide, check out the link in the description below, and we'll see you in the next video.